Are you ready for the best smoked brisket baked beans you'll ever make? Then stick around. We're about to get started. All right, guys, now we're gonna get our baked beans going. And the first thing that we're gonna do for these smoked brisket baked beans, you can see that I've already drained the juice off of 3 28-ounce cans of Bush's home-style regular baked beans. Now, you can use any kind you want, but I grew up on Bush's, and I ain't gonna lie, I like them. They're a good baked bean. So let's get them in your cup here, in your pan all dipped out here, and we'll start adding ingredients. Now, the big thing about this, the ingredients are really, I'm gonna measure them out for y'all, but there really is no ingredients for my baked beans, the way that I make them. And I either use ground beef in them, pulled pork, or brisket. All three are very good. The key to good baked beans is brown sugar, or at least that's what my grandmother said. And I tend to believe that woman never told me a lie. All right, once you drain this off, I'm gonna get it up here. First thing I'm gonna do, I've got a box of Domino's light brown sugar. You're gonna see, I'm gonna go in here and I've cut the top off the bag. I'm gonna pinch about half of that bag off right there, okay? About half, all right? All right, now that I get that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up a little bit here. This is a little compacted. Bust that up. Now, once you do that, I'm gonna get in 1 bottle of my sweet barbecue sauce. Now, I've got 1 medium onion finely diced and 1 bell pepper, but I had a few bell peppers in the house from pieces I've been using this week. So honestly, I've got red, yellow, and green bell pepper. About 1/3 of each, just for color. So I'm gonna get that mixed up. And I've got some brisket point right here, cubed up, cut up, diced up really fine. I'm gonna get that in my beans. I'm probably not gonna use all of this. This is a lot. I usually use about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of meat in mine, is all I do. I mean, but honestly, I think this is gonna take it. Let's go ahead with all that. I'm just gonna get that stirred around, and while we're stirring around, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this hot rub in here. Now, you would think the sweet barbecue sauce and the brown sugar, you need a little bit of heat, and this has got salt, pepper, onion, garlic, red pepper. It's got a little bit of everything in it. Now, I am gonna add about another 1/2 bottle of barbecue sauce here. Yep, about 1/2 bottle. And I'm gonna call it a day. Now, the reason I was doing it, I want my beans kind of soupy, because I'm gonna cook my beans a while on my pit while my Boston butt is cooking. You just wanna get it mixed up here really well and incorporate it around. Now, that's the consistency we're looking for on our baked beans right here. Once we get them mixed up, you can either set them in your fridge and put them on later. You can bake them in the oven. You can do whatever you want. The key to good baked beans is 275 to 300 degrees and let them cook for a while. Remember, you want to get your vegetables tender, let all that sugar melt together really good and flavor together with barbecue sauce. And once it kind of has a little hazy coating over the top and wants to bubble, you want to keep stirring it around and stirring it around. My beans may cook 5 hours tomorrow. It just kind of depends. I don't want to get them too soft, but I want to get them done. So let's get them on the pit and get them going. All right, guys, our barbecue baked beans that we slid on our Outlaw pit running about 300 is done. Now, they've been on 5 hours. Now, the key to good baked beans to me is pit smoked, whether you use barbecue pulled pork, brisket, or hamburger meat a lot of times is what I'm using. You know, and you can see how it crushed up around the edges and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set this into another pan. Now, I like my beans to get dark and thicken up like that, but when you stir them, They're gonna be absolutely delicious. Let's get them over the table where we can try them. All right, guys, our smoked brisket barbecue baked beans are off the grill. These things are incredible. The smell of them. Now, it's a texture that I like. If you like yours a little more, with a little more liquid in them, don't cook them down as much. Pull them in about 3 hours. It's totally up to you. This is how I like my beans, my family. So once you stir it around here, you can see the color is incredible. I just love that pitch smoke and that wood smoke flavor getting in those beans. There's only one thing left to do, and that's try it. Now remember, before I try it, Bush's baked beans, the key is brown sugar, barbecue sauce of your choice, peppers and onions, and meat of your choice. And of course, some dry rub. If you do that with the brown sugar, any of your baked bean recipes are gonna turn out great. But I don't know if it will turn out as good as this one with that brisket in it. If you like what we're doing, be sure to like, subscribe, follow along with your friends. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. I'll see you next week with another recipe.